Samsung goes metal with Galaxy Alpha's new approach. Samsung is putting the pedal to the metal with the Samsung Galaxy Alpha, the first in a new lineup of metal smartphones. The 4.7-inch Alpha is Samsung's first major metal mobile device, with previous Galaxy phones and tablets encased in plastic. Samsung says the Alpha shows off a new design approach, suggesting more metal marvels will follow. The Alpha has a 1280 x 720 pixel resolution display, an octa or quad-core processor, depending on where you live, 4 grams LTE, the latest Android 4.4.4 KitKat software, and an 8-megapixel camera. The Korean company hasn't announced prices or in which countries the Alpha will appear other than the UK, where it will go on sale in early September. With its all-new metal body, the Galaxy Alpha is all about the design. Although its dimpled back panel looks similar to the Galaxy S5, it's been given a metal frame that wraps around the edge. The metal has had its sharp corners machined down, a little like the iPhone 5S, and has a speaker grill drilled into the bottom, also like the iPhone 5S. It comes in black, white, gold, silver and blue. The back panel itself doesn't appear to be made from metal. I assume it's the same rubberized, textured feel found on the S5, although I'll have to wait until I get one in my hands before confirming that. The metal edge should help make the phone feel more sturdy to hold. The Sony Xperia Z2's metal frame certainly feels solid, and the Alpha is only 6.7 mm thick, undercutting the S5's 8.1 mm girth. With a 4.7-inch screen to house, the body of the phone has shrunk in all directions. It's 132 mm long and 66 mm wide, 5.2 by 2.6 inches, which should make the phone easier to use in one hand than the 132 by 72 mm S5. At 115 grams, 4 ounces, it's lighter than the S5 as well. If you're after a slick Galaxy phone that's less noticeable banging around in your blazer pocket, this might well be the phone for you. It's not all good news, though. Unlike the S5, the Galaxy Alpha doesn't appear to be water resistant, meaning you're going to have to continue to be super careful when passing your pretty new phone around at the pub or taking calls in the rain. Boo and, indeed, his display. An all-singing, all-dancing metal Samsung Galaxy phone has been circling the rumor mill for a long time, and many rumors suggested the phone would have an Ultra HD 2560 x 1440 pixel resolution, in order to compete with LG's spectacularly high-res G3. Instead, the Alpha comes with a much more modest 1280 x 720 pixel resolution. Sigh. The Alpha is a lot smaller though, so it squashes those pixels into a tighter space. It has a pixel density of 317 pixels per inch, which falls far below 431p of the Galaxy S5 or indeed the 538p of the G3. Although I don't expect the screen to look fuzzy, it's still disappointing Samsung hasn't plumbed for a higher resolution panel to match the snazzy new look. It's a Super AMOLED panel, which I expect will be as bright and vivid as most of Samsung's displays, but I'll have to leave the final verdict for the full review. Features. The phone arrives running the latest version of Android available, that's version 4.4.4 KitKat, and you can expect Samsung to have given it the same skin that you'll see on the S5. The S5 was so packed full of tweakable settings and software features that Samsung had tried to make the settings menu a little easier to navigate by using large, colorful icons. I'm not convinced it helped, as it was still far more complex than more stripped-down phones like the HTC One M8. The Alpha packs features like the fingerprint scanner that's incorporated into the physical home button on the front of the phone, although the heart rate monitor found on the back of the S5 hasn't been included. You'll also find bundled Samsung software like S-Health and the private mode, which lets you hide files from prying eyes, as well as the ultra power saving mode, which turns the screen monochrome and kills non-essential services to eke out every last drop of battery life. Speaking of battery, the Alpha packs an 1860 mAh battery, which isn't hugely capacious, but with a relatively low resolution display it shouldn't drain away too quickly. We'll have to wait and see how it performs in the full review. As the battery is removable, you'll be able to carry around a spare for those times when you're away from plugs for ages. On the back of the phone is an 8-megapixel camera, which again is a sizable step down from the 16-megapixel camera found on the S5. It keeps the always-on HDR mode, however, which I found worked great on the S5, and it can still shoot video in 4K, 3840 x 2160 resolution. Outlook. Those of you hoping for a metal Samsung Galaxy phone that packs the latest, greatest mobile technology around will be disappointed. Its screen resolution doesn't impress, it lacks the water resistance of the S5, and the camera has been knocked down a few pegs. Still, it's a good-looking piece of kit and will no doubt receive a lot of love from those of you not keen on the plasticky feel of Samsung's other Galaxy phones.